The storm came without warning. Snow fell like ash from the sky, covering mountains and roads in endless white. Temperatures dropped below freezing. Visibility was almost zero. Deep inside those mountains sat a secret research facility. And inside that facility, something had gone terribly wrong. The last message received from the base was only 6 words. "We are under attack. Send help." Then silence. No communication, no movement, nothing. Inside a military command center, satellite feeds flashed across giant screens. The facility had gone dark, but thermal cameras picked up movement around the area. Lots of movement. Not researchers, not security guards, armed mercenaries. A heavily armed group had invaded the mountain facility, taking scientists hostage and stealing classified military technology. If they escaped with it, thousands of lives could be at risk. Time wasn't running out. Time had already run out. The order was immediate. Deploy special forces, no delays, no mistakes, no failures. Inside a military aircraft, elite soldiers sat silently beneath dim red lights. Snowstorms shook the aircraft violently. No one spoke. They didn't need to. These soldiers had trained for impossible missions. Mountains, deserts, jungles, darkness, fear. None of it mattered, because fear didn't control them. Discipline did. Hours later, the aircraft reached the drop zone. The rear door slowly opened. A violent wind rushed inside. Snow blasted through the cabin. Below them, nothing but darkness and mountains. Then came the command, "Move!" One after another, soldiers jumped. For a moment, they disappeared into black skies. Then parachutes exploded open. The team drifted silently toward the frozen mountains below. Boots hit snow. Mission started. The soldiers moved carefully through the storm, night vision goggles cutting through darkness. Every breath created clouds in the freezing air. Every step crunched beneath their boots. Then, movement. 2 armed mercenaries. The enemy never saw them. Within seconds, they were quietly neutralized and the team kept moving. No alarms, not yet. Minutes later, the research facility appeared through the storm. Massive steel walls, watchtowers, heavy patrols, bright floodlights cutting through snow. This wasn't just a hostage situation anymore. This was a fortress. The team leader studied the compound, then spoke only 2 words. "Go loud." Suddenly, boom! Explosions ripped through the outer walls. Gunfire exploded across the mountains. The silent storm became war. Soldiers pushed forward with deadly precision. Mercenaries fired back from every direction. Bullets tore through snow-covered barriers. Muzzle flashes lit the darkness like lightning. The enemy fought hard, but special forces fought harder. They moved like one machine, one mind, one purpose. Inside the facility, terrified scientists hid beneath desks and behind equipment. Outside their doors, chaos. Explosions shook the walls. Alarms screamed endlessly. Then footsteps approached. Heavy footsteps. A scientist slowly looked up. The door burst open. Soldiers entered. "Military, stay down!" Relief flooded the room. But the mission wasn't over, not even close. The mercenary leader was escaping. He carried a secure case containing classified technology. If he reached the extraction helicopter waiting outside, everything would be lost. The team leader saw him running across the snowy rooftop. Without hesitation, he chased him. Snow and wind crashed against them as they ran. Bullets flew. The helicopter blades spun faster. The mercenary jumped toward the aircraft, almost there, almost free. Then, bang, one perfect shot. The secure case slipped from his hands. It slid across the icy rooftop. Closer, closer, toward the edge. The team leader sprinted and dove. For one terrifying second, half his body hung over the mountain edge. Thousands of feet below, nothing. Then his hand grabbed the case. Just in time, minutes later, the storm slowly began to clear. The battle was over. Scientists rescued. Technology secured. Enemy defeated. Mission complete. As rescue helicopters lifted into the sky, sunlight finally broke through the clouds. The soldiers sat silently, exhausted, covered in snow, covered in dust, but alive. Because heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear helmets and walk straight into danger when everyone else runs away.